a quick review for this book, The Parasitic Mind. There is some interesting parts of the book. I would definitely say that. It's written pretty well. However, it's kind of repetitive and very similar to many of the same books that are related to this topic. So he has the part of the parasitic mind, which is more new, but then he goes on and on about the same things that are wrong with the left. But those, as long even if they're true, I'm not saying they're not, but there are many other books that complain about the same things. So he didn't invented anything new here. Again, it's written pretty well, but he didn't invented anything, so I didn't learn anything new. A little bit. That's why this book is a 3. Let's see the notes. The author writes what he likes and tries to get his message as widely as possible, unlike some thinkers. Some thinkers don't try to reach the wide audience, and they also write things that they think might be more or less popular. Similar to biological parasites, ideas can share same features of virality and residence. So it's very similar to biological parasites. We have brain parasites that share really the same things. They could be viral, transmit very quickly, they can reside, they can take over, and things like that. Memes are ideas that spread from one brain to another. That's the idea coined by Richard Dawkins. He coined the term meme, which is an idea that spreads from brain to brain. Could be a picture, could be a quote, could be an idea. Social media should be similar to utilities where one's opinions should not impact their ability of getting services. That's what he claims, that it should be the same as utilities. Some institutions now require one to show how they contribute to die in a similar manner of dictatorial regimes. DIE is diversity, inclusion, and equity, and some institution requires their constituents and their colleagues to show how they contribute to DIE, which is very similar to what dictatorial regimes do. Also show how you advance the regime ideas. Postmodernism claims there is no objective truth. That's what they inherently claim. According to one, females are the main victims of war, not males. There's some people claim that females were the main victims, not males, even though they died in vast numbers. Growing in a physical sterile environment has similar repercussions as growing in a mental sterile environment, both consequent in impaired abilities to confront a change or disagreement. So it's a similar to way when you don't have stressors, you grow up in a sterile environment, both mentally and physically, it makes you less likely to be able to confront change. Maximizing utility is often dependent on what we want to maximize. Different variables would yield different results, so you can always maximize utility. What are you trying to maximize? Because if you choose X, you're going to maximize something. If you choose Y, you're going to maximize something else. All roads lead to bigotry. You can always go back to bigotry. Everything leads to bigotry these days. Sneaky suckers is a strategy used by some animals to imitate others or imitate themselves as females and therefore gain mating opportunity. He says that we can also see that in some of the activists and things like that, which is a strategy where animals imitate themselves as females, and that's how they sneak their way to getting mating opportunities which they wouldn't get otherwise because they're not alpha. Experts tend to find problems and solutions that are related to their fields. They try both problems and answers to those problems from their own field, so they're a little biased, and they would find something, even though when it's not very true or right. That's the last one. Men are more likely to envy social status of other men, while women are more likely to envy attractiveness of other women. That's a little difference. It's an average, but men care more about social status, while females care more about attractiveness and looking. So that's for the notes. Again, I said there is some interesting parts. It's well written, but there's not very much good information or new information in the book. So 3 out of 5. Thank you.